Good evening, voters. Tonight, once again, we talk about Love Ke Dushman. 20-year-old girl was driven to suicide in the state of Karnataka a few days ago. The police found a suicide note that claimed that a bunch of goons had been harassing her entire family, that they barged into her house and threatened her to stop talking to people from another community. Don't talk to Muslims. She went on to challenge them to say, I will. I love Muslims, said this Hindu girl. They were harassed repeatedly by these bunch of goons. They were threatened that your numbers will be leaked to party leaders, to other goons from various fringe groups, that you will be shamed across the society and on social media. She killed herself and she blamed them. This is just one story. Over the course of next half hour, we are going to confront our netas tonight. Not the fringe leaders, not the fanatics, but the politicians who are responsible to ensure that you and I live in a safe environment, to ensure that the police maintains law and order and not these fringe groups. First up, a quick check on what's happening in the state of Karnataka and many other parts of our country.
They will thrash Muslim boys if they dare speak to a Hindu girl. They don't want you to take selfies with a Muslim boy and post it on the social media. The Fringe is on an overdrive in Karnataka. An anti-love jihad awareness campaign led by Bajrang Dal and the Vishwa Hindu Parishad has begun. And to man it, the Fringe now raises an anti-love jihad task force, an army that they say will save Hindu women.
ಇದನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಹವರ್ತಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಚರ್ಚೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದೆವು, ಒಂದು ಬೈಠಕ್ ಕೂಡ ಕರೆದೆವು. ಆ ಬೈಠಕಲ್ಲಿ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿದೆವು. ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಇದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಸೇನೆಯನ್ನು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್.
Even as the self-styled vigilantes spew venom, the Karnataka government seems to be looking away.
उनको रोका गया है, एक मतलब लव जिहाद नहीं करना चाहिए, और हिंदुत्ववादी कुछ संगठन हैं जो बजरंग दल के अपने नाम से कहते हैं, और उनका ये कहना है कि हिंदू महिलाओं को प्रोटेक्ट करना, हिंदू विमेन को प्रोटेक्ट करना, यही हमारा मकसद है.
Meanwhile, the so-called anti-love jihad team is on a rampage and has already claimed a life. Constant harassment and threats by pro-Hindu activists pushed a 20-year-old woman in Karnataka to kill herself for declaring that she loved Muslims.
There was a photo in which the girl was with some other community boy, and a lot of people have circulated this photo, creating aspersions on the girl.
Poll-bound Karnataka has once again become a ripe playground for hate. Why is the state silent as Fringe and Babas preach hate? Will the Fringe decide who you befriend or marry? The debate begins now.
Like always, three simple questions that we're going to ask tonight. Why are Babas and these fringe groups being allowed to preach hate in the state of Karnataka? Question number two. Will the fringe be emboldened in this way, keeping in mind the elections? Is that why we are seeing more and more instances take place? And question number three. Will the fringe decide what you wear, who you talk to, who you befriend, who you marry? Is that what the state of affairs has come down to in our country? Let's say good evening to Anila Singh of the BJP and Shama Mohammed of the Congress party. The first question, ladies, why is the state silent as Fringe and Babas preach hate? Shama Mohammed, why don't you begin? 20-year-old girl was driven to suicide. We've got a Baba now, a priest who has come out and said he will raise an army, an anti-love jihad army that will go around towns teaching Hindu girls the dangers of talking to Muslim boys. What is the state going to do?
Tanvi, let's look at it this way. Now even in this particular case, the BJP Yuva Morcha boy is the one who threatened this Hindu girl. Before, they used to talk about love jihad, where Muslim boys would take away Hindu girls, get them married, get them converted. But now the scene is changing. The girls themselves are, I mean, she just said generally she had nothing, no boyfriend or any sort of thing. But it is just a general feeling, and we are all, we are a secular nation. So the boy threatened her and she committed suicide. Now he abetted her suicide. So we have arrested the Karnataka government, the Congress government in Karnataka has arrested this boy. Now, if there is any law and order issue, whether it's the Bajrang Dal, whether it's the RSS, whether it's the PFI, whether it's anybody out there, have been arrested and pushed behind bars if they're breaking the law out there. Unlike, let's say, in what's happening in Rajasthan, where the Karni Sena is just going out all the way. Pehlu Khan, who was murdered, and in his last statement, he said who did it to him.
Yes,
he gave out a statement
before you start pointing fingers,
but he is free.
Pointing fingers towards other state, and I will come to that. The question is, mother of this girl said they barged into our house. They threatened us. Her father was told your numbers will be leaked to Bajrang Dal leaders. This is not just one instant. In another instant, this lady, an SFI activist, claims that she went out with a bunch of her colleagues. Part of that picture was taken and spread about, it was viral, with people claiming that this is a Hindu man who's targeting, this is a Muslim man who is targeting Hindu girls. Mother says these people are trolling my daughter are those who have least concern about women's safety, security, empowerment. Who are they to dictate how my daughter conducts herself? In Dakshin Kannada district, there is a case that is being investigated where a woman went missing 2 days before her wedding in an alleged case of love jihad. A 20-year-old Hindu woman in Bengaluru was forced to break off a relationship with a Muslim man after sustained pressure from the right-wing group. Members of the Durga Vahini, a women's wing of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, have started counseling women, claiming that their friends are terrorists or drug dealers. This all is happening right under the nose of the Congress government. Shama.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you, that the Bharatiya Janata Party has started their polarization politics, there is elections coming there, and the government of Karnataka, when and if anybody comes with a complaint to them, is taking immediate action, and that's what's been happening in the state of Karnataka. Basically, these people belonging to BJP Yuva Morcha, belonging to Bajrang Dal, belonging to RSS, belonging to various organizations, are terrorizing girls, youngsters, youth, and polarizing people, which is against the secular fabric of this nation. And since they do not have any sort of development plank out there to show, or any sort of corruption or anti-corrupt issues to show, because the person standing there has been to jail, Mr. Yadurappa. So corruption is something which is associated with Mr. Yadurappa. Since they don't have anything, and the government is doing a very good job. Very good job.
You have to support Fringe, and you have to support.
The state is functioning very well.
Babas are from various mutts to come out.
They're not supporting. It is the Fringe. BJP is the Fringe.
No, let me ask Anila Singh, because you're saying they can't find any other issue. I can count a series of issues in the state of Karnataka about development and corruption also, if you want. Anila Singh, what do you have to say to what Shama Mohammed is saying?
What Shama is saying exactly what whole of the Congress is saying right now. Congress is suffering from Modi phobia. They know very well that what is going to happen in coming elections, assembly elections. So now they are finding excuses. They are finding excuses of polarization. They are finding different excuses. So just now, Tanvi, you mentioned about the Fringe group. You mentioned about one of the Guruji who wants to make anti-love jihad brigade. You mentioned several things. Then you are asking me that are there any more issues in Karnataka rather than discussing or telling that what the girls have to do? Yes, there are many, and let me remind Shama that Karnataka is the place where the murders of Gauri Lankesh and Kalburgi has happened, and
so
your
why
government
is
has not solved them.
BJP Yuva Morcha more interested in barging into a girl's house and threatening her and her family about befriending
people
Muslims?
Of this country are standing
Here
with us, and that is why we are winning one election
why is
after election.
BJP Yuva Morcha member barging into people's houses then?
No, it is not the character of Bharatiya Janata Party, and no one from Bharatiya Janata Party has barged in anybody's house. So this is the way they want to blame us, they want to defame us. It is not the character of Bharatiya Janata Party, and it is not the character of any of the worker of Bharatiya Janata Party. Karnataka Congress knows that they have lost the ground, they do not have anything else to point out, so they are pointing fingers towards UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. Then they are saying the so-called right-wing groups, they are trying to
come down to what Yogi Adityanath is going to campaign in Karnataka about. MV Anil has been arrested on the basis of a note left behind by the student named Dhanyashri who took her life. In a suicide note, based on that, this man has been arrested who is also very closely linked to a senior BJP leader. Are you saying all of this is fake and the police has arrested the wrong man?
No, I am not going to question mark on the work of the police here. So, like in the future, the case will be looked after by the police or the legal system of this country. I am no one to comment on that. But if we talk about the character of Bharatiya Janata Party, that is what I am telling you. They are simply Congress people, they want to defame Bharatiya Janata Party, but they cannot. Can they deny the fact about the murders happening in Karnataka or in the Kerala of Hindu workers? So they themselves, like, they have to see in them that what they have done for Karnataka. And can they deny the fact so many rapes, molestations, sexual assault, kidnappings, murders? So
are you telling me,
whole of the Karnataka is
that in
burning?
the state of Karnataka, for you, your party and the associate right-wing groups, Hindu girls talking to Muslim men is not going to be an issue? The number of increased incidents that we have seen, I quoted some of those, I can quote some more. Women are being thrashed, women are being driven to suicide, women are being shamed. You really think all of this is worth propagating some weird logic and concept that you have called love jihad?
No, see, love jihad is totally a different thing, and if two grown-up people of different religions, if they are sitting together, they are eating together, they are talking on some issue, it is not crime. Like, they are matured enough, but at the same time, when a sting operation happens on a few of the workers of PFI and they admit that as a project, they target Hindu girls so that they can be converted and they can be married to Muslim boys. So that is wrong. That is something, you know, that is a conspiracy. So that is not acceptable. But if a girl willfully, with her parents' will, if she's
I don't know, Miss Singh, unfortunately, conversations of that poor girl got leaked in the public. But she was being harassed on Facebook. She was being stalked. Her WhatsApp messages show how people were threatening her day in, day out. People got upset that she has a Muslim friend. And this is being allowed. 5 goons linked to the BJP Yuva Morcha can enter somebody's home, and you're here, sitting here and telling us that this is all linked to PFI.
No, I told you this thing that you cannot deny the fact about this sting operation, which was conducted on PFI workers, and they admitted.
So because
that they are into it, they are into the conversion of young Hindu girls.
Shah Mohammed, are you able to hear us better now? Are you able to hear us? Were you able to hear what?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
can I
go
come
ahead.
in?
Yes,
yeah,
please.
I can hear you.
Yes,
I can hear you. So I just want to come in to a couple of points of what Anila Singh said. One, she said is this boy, it's a fabricated case. The Congress has arrested the wrong person for the 20-year-old's suicide. Now,
I
this
did not
particular
say that.
boy
I did not
came
say
to
that.
her house.
Shama, I did not say that. I said it is not my work. It is not my work. It is the work of the police and the legal system of this country to decide.
No.
To decide
can you ask her to stop Anila Singh to keep quiet because I want to finish my point.
Is culprit or not? So, I mean, I am
so
not one here
the boy
to
was
decide.
arrested. This boy came to their house.
Okay, Miss Singh, let her finish.
Wait a minute.
Miss Singh, please let her finish.
You have to stop talking. I will interrupt you. Please. You should not interrupt. But
yes,
please,
yes. Let's not get into this fight. Let's not get into this fight. Please go ahead and finish.
What I'm trying to say is this boy came, the boy the boy came to the house, he threatened this girl, her parents were there, and this boy himself admitted when they arrested, he's from the BJP Yuva Morcha. Everybody knows him in that area. Now, when he came home, her parents have seen her, and he really threatened her and said that you should not talk to any Muslims. I'm going to circulate your photo with this particular person all over. This is how he threatened. Her parents have seen the boy, the mother has seen, and this lady, Miss Anila Singh, is living in a world of hallucination where she's accusing the Congress party of arresting the wrong person. Now, if there is a wrong done, admit it. There's a wrong done, and he's been arrested.
You better get that clear from your ears. I did not say that. I said that the person who has been arrested by the
another
police.
thing which I want to take up over here is that
the police decide, or let the
police have decided they have arrested him.
This country decide.
They have arrested him. He's
I
from the
did not
BJP
say
Yuva
whether the
Morcha.
person is correct or not who has been arrested.
Okay, we are going again round and round on that point. We are going round and round on that point. Shama Mohammed, before I move on to the second question, yes.
Tanvi,
go ahead, finish your point, please. Yes.
Yeah, Tanvi. So another question is, another point out here is in the Karnataka government, whoever, whether it is the PFI, whether it is I'm going to reiterate the point. So the ones, they do not have, she comes and says out here that they are doing various things there. They don't have, and it's the Congress party who's initiating and instigating these things. Why should the Congress party do anything in Karnataka? We just want peace. They have come from outside. They are starting to polarize people. And then she says that love jihad, the conversions are, if there is any forced conversions in any religion, it should be spoken against. Nobody should force anybody to convert. But if the conversion is with, like a Hadiya in Kerala, she wanted to convert on her own will, I don't think there is anything wrong if a girl converts. So let us also, it's always you're focusing on one state which is Congress ruled. But even Mr. Yogi Adityanath comes to Karnataka and says to the Chief Minister, if you are a Hindu, ban beef. Then he should tell the Goa Chief Minister, if you are a Hindu, ban beef.
Yes. And several other states in Northeast as well. Shama, before we come to that point, tell me then, one person has been arrested in that girl's death case. Will more be arrested? We were given to understand 5 goons went in. Here is a man, I can give you his name.
Definitely.
Rajashekar Nanda Swami of the Gurupura Vajradehi Mutt near Mangaluru has come out multiple times now in the last 1 month and explicitly said that he is going to raise an army, an anti-love jihad task force that will also include psychiatrists and lawyers and activists, and they will go about talking to girls about how they should stay away from Muslim men. Here is another Fringe that has come out with guidelines, campaign for Hindu women. Don't share information on WhatsApp. Don't share information on Facebook. Don't upload pictures. In crisis, seek help from pro-Hindu outfits. Beware of new friend requests for parents. Keep an eye on girl's child. Keep an eye on your child's friends. Keep an eye on who your children interact with every day. Check when your daughters come home late. Check if the daughters lock themselves up in their rooms and talk on mobile phones. I don't know if there is a similar guideline for men. There should be.
Can I say something?
Perhaps there should be a bigger guideline for men to check what they do when they go out on streets and tease and rape and assault and molest women before you start telling girls what they should do or their parents what they should do. Yes, question number 2 is that, is this going to be a strategy ahead of elections?
No, let me just finish that point. 1 minute,
in polarizing people.
Tanvi, can I just say one more thing? If anybody terrorizes India's daughters in Karnataka, the Karnataka government will put them behind bars. We are strict on that. We are stern on that. We are not UP. We are not Rajasthan. And we are not Haryana.
So many cases.
Where they put a.
Come on, don't give any example of Haryana. I can give you n number of examples of Karnataka.
What have you done to that person who's put 10 crore bounty on Deepika Padukone? 10 crore bounty on Deepika Padukone. What have you done to that person? Has he been expelled from the party? Surajpal Ammu from Haryana, the head of the media.
That is what I'm saying. Shama, you are not updated.
Have you expelled
that person is out from Bharatiya Janata Party. Perhaps you are not updated about it, and I can give you n number of cases
he has not. He's been given a show cause notice. He's been given a show cause. He's not been out. He's not out.
To give security to the girls of Karnataka.
You don't know.
Okay. Hang on a minute, ladies. Hang on a minute, ladies. I just want to remind both of you, Let's not go your chief minister versus my chief minister. It's the same. Unfortunately for the Congress party that points fingers at the BJP in several other states, which is true.
We are much. We do not have chaos like Rajasthan and Haryana and UP. Karnataka, you can't compare.
There are still several leaders in your party, Shama Mohammed, unfortunately, who still would want to sit and debate. Ladies, 1 minute. Allow me to speak. Yes, calm down. I'm just saying, it's a 19-year-old has already died. Many women have had to break off their friendships, relationships. Weddings have been broken off. People are living in fear in the state of Karnataka. So don't point fingers at other states before you mend situation in their own home. And don't tell me that the situation is better and that your chief minister will take action, because many in your party refuse to even accept what happened, last New Year's Eve to women on the streets of Bengaluru. So let's not go there. Before I go to the second question, which is the larger question,
please, let's not
about
bring that
dirty
back.
politics and using Fringe, about using Fringe for political benefits, and that happens across states. First caller on the phone line, I believe Mr. Vimal is on the phone line.
Can I?
Yes, hi. Good evening. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, all three of you. First of all, I wanted to know from where this word love jihad came. Who has propagated
From
this
Bharatiya
particular...
Janata Party.
No, Shama. Again, your knowledge is...
Okay, ladies, allow the voter to finish his question, please. The last word is about voter having a voice.
Complete.
Please listen to his full question.
I'm only asking from where this word love jihad has come across. First of all, every girl and every boy nowadays are pretty intelligent to choose their own partners. Okay. Now, why this fringe elements or anybody, as a matter of fact, I call fringe element from any of the party. I'm not from any party, but I'm just telling you that why this kind of attitude has been created. Let them live, let them enjoy whatever they want to do, let them do it. They are pretty intelligent enough to handle themselves. Why others have to guide them or tell them or whatever it is. Their parents are having no problem, or if parents are objecting, then it's fine. But otherwise, who are you all to, compel anybody to do what they want?
Yes, got your point. Before Anila Singh responds to that, I've got Mr. Shrikant on the phone line from Bengaluru, I believe. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Yeah, I would like to say that under the patronage of Congress and their nexus with Islamic militant groups like PFI and SDPI and SIMI, Hindus are being butchered, and this is directly happening because of the conscious decision of the Congress government. So it's the responsibility of the Congress to come out clean and to ban all these Islamic outfits. And secondly, as far as love jihad is concerned, it's a fact. It is happening all around the world. No one is talking about your privacy or your fundamental rights, but it's a phenomenon to expand and invade to native regions by conversion and then expanding Islam and Christianity.
Mr. Shrikant, I just want to let you know.
You cannot deny this fact.
Mr. Shrikant, I just want to let you know, we don't acknowledge this phrase, this concept. If it is about forcefully making certain people do something else, then let's talk about that. Let's call that gundagiri. Let's call that moral policing. But maybe Anila Singh can answer on the love jihad aspect, and then Shama Mohammed on the other aspect that Shrikant raised. Anila Singh?
Yeah, Tanveer. See, again, Shama was saying that love jihad phrase was being created by Bharatiya Janata Party. Just for her knowledge, let me tell her that it came from Kerala. Love jihad started from south, not from north. So this phrase, since it was coined in the south and how it grew, we all know it very well. So today we are discussing about the poor girl who committed suicide in Karnataka. I can give you so many examples of Uttar Pradesh where girls committed suicide because of the love jihad. Because once they were trapped into the marriage, then they were tortured, then they were, they were left out in the marriage, they committed suicide, or at times they were murdered as well. So let us not go into it, but yes, if we want to talk about the progress of the women, if we want to talk about the security of the women, if we talk about the rights given to the women, like as a woman, we all three can be on the same platform.
Yes.
But for that, we have to leave the party politics behind us. If Shama is going to point Bharatiya Janata Party, then I have to point
here, but I don't know if your party
as well.
Yes, okay, but I don't know if your party actually is going to believe in that and do that, or several of the leaders are going to believe and do that, because it was not just Kerala. Anila Singh, Love Jihad became a big issue and a big propaganda issue in the state of Uttar Pradesh also. As far as Kerala is concerned, even the investigative agencies have not been able to prove anything yet, so let's not go there. Shama Mohammed, last response from your side before we move on to the next question.
So my point is, I would like, So I just want Anila Singh not to interrupt. I did not interrupt her. No, she's right. It came from the south because Kerala has the second highest number of RSS shakas. And the RSS introduced the word love jihad in Kerala. She's very right. And they have been having these shakas, 4,500, for the last 30 years, but they still have one MLA. I didn't interrupt you, so please keep quiet. So next time you talk, then I will interrupt. We will not have a debate. So that is number one. And from where the caller was asking about us being soft on whom? What is they talking about? Show evidence. The PFI is an organization in Kerala, and we have clearly said if you have evidence against them, if they're doing any anti-national activities, the NIA has been investigating them in the Hadia case. If they think there is any case against them, you can arrest them, put them behind bars. None of us saying don't do it. If there is any party in our country who is having anti-national activities, who is terrorizing people, the NIA should investigate each and every one of them, including Bajrang Dal, including all the other, including PFI, everyone, and put them behind bars. Nobody is saying that. There is nothing soft onto, and there's this particular person saying there's love jihad all over the world. What is he talking about? It's senseless. So what I'm saying is that the Congress party stands for anybody who wants to get married to the other person when they are in love. They have the right to do that. Recently in UP, there was this MBA person, a guy who wanted to, and the lady is a doctor, she's a Hindu, and the guy is a Muslim. They wanted to get married. Parents were in agreement, and the Bharatiya Janata Party goons arrived there. They told them to get out of there. They didn't let the marriage happen. Then they had to call the police. So they were two consenting adults. Why did the BJP have to get into this? And let me tell you, Tanvi, these things have started.
This is too much. Right?
You know it as a journalist and an anchor. She doesn't have
updated knowledge. And
not before that.
She is accusing Bharatiya Janata Party for everything.
Yes, respond.
She's absolutely, she's absolutely
let her respond now.
She doesn't know that you were there
no knowledge about your own party, Anila.
You're simply targeting Bharatiya Janata Party like that only.
Okay, so what's your response, Anila Singh?
And can you deny the fact that we talk about the
what is your response, Anila Singh?
What
is your response? How many fringe elements have been arrested till date in your BJP rule states? Tell me that.
So why
apart from that one man who was caught on camera murdering in the name of love jihad,
why are you not arrested? Just because they are Hindu fringe, so-called fringe, according to you. Hindu
so-called fringe? What are they? Police? What are they? Elected leaders? Who are they? MPs? You are using the police too. Are they CBI? Who are they? Who are they? Who are they, Anila Singh? Who are they? Are you now giving fringe the authority to run the states because your chief ministers cannot?
Why only Hindu group? Why only Hindu group? Why Hindu should be targeted? As a good citizen of this country, I say anybody from any religion and from any group, if they are taking law in their hands, they should be arrested.
Tanvi said fringe. You said Hindu.
Because I don't use fringe word. I don't use fringe word. I don't use this word. I don't use this word. According to Shama, according to Shama and her party, they might be a fringe group. For me,
when somebody is guilty, they cannot lie. The guilt comes out. That is the problem with you. When you're guilty, the guilt comes out.
Who is guilty? Congress is guilty. That's what's happening right now. To exploiting India
Congress is not
for the corruption, for everything.
Before 2014, people were free.
This is Bharatiya Janata Party, which is making, which is bringing India proud again. What Congress did.
Okay, all right. Question number 3.
India proud by telling them what to eat, what to wear, what not to do.
Question number 3.
That is why Congress is eloping from each and every state.
You know,
because of this only.
Question number 3. Thank you. Question number 3. Will the fringe or Hindu/Muslim/Christian/Sikh groups now decide who we should befriend, who we should marry, who we should talk to, what we should wear? Question goes to both of you. Anila Singh, you start.
No, see, Tadvi. as an educated woman of this country, as a responsible worker of Bharatiya Janata Party, I am saying here on this panel of yours that everybody living in this country has got all the rights given by the Constitution. But if somebody is plotting against a religion or against a community or against a person,
like how?
Then the action has to be
What's
taken.
This plot?
Then the care has to be taken.
What is this
that
plot?
shouldn't happen. I just gave you an example. Can anybody deny this fact that the maximum number of educated youth in South from Kerala, they are joining, they have joined a terrorist group, the maximum number of educated youths. So if there is, it means that something is happening there.
So tell me.
So this should be taken care of.
So tell me, on January 3rd, 2018, the police arrested 3 members of a right-wing Hindu outfit for assaulting 2 teenage girls at a zoo in Mangaluru. The girls, a Hindu and a Christian, were attacked for allegedly going to the zoo with some Muslim friends. Is there a conspiracy here by these Muslim boys to take these girls to the zoo and then maybe convert them into terrorists somehow?
No, see, terrorism, terrorists, they are very hard words. So we should not use for everything. But about like whatever knowledge has been collected from these states, I have told you on those grounds. But if somebody, whether they, I just told you earlier also, whether young boys and girls, whether they are from a Muslim community or Hindu community or Christian or whatever, if they are going out, they are having good time together, it's okay, it's perfectly fine. But as I told you, that
so who will decide that there is a plot? Are these so-called Hindu groups going to decide, or is the government going to decide? Shama Mohammed.
Just give me 2 seconds.
Yes.
Tanvi, the difference is Shama sitting on a panel calls Hadia, and I sitting on a panel will call her Akhila. So Akhila became Hadia. How?
I don't care if she's Akhila. I'm sorry.
I
don't care if she's Akhila.
For me, she's a woman.
I care.
For me, she's a woman who has gone through a lot of harassment. For me, she's a woman who has gone through a lot of harassment, who has gone through a lot of torture, who is not being allowed to live the life the way she wanted to live it, who is now being allowed to spend any time with her husband or with her family, who is not being asked until now recently when the Supreme Court decided to do that, what she wanted in her life. I don't care what her name is, whether it is Hadia or Akhila. What I care is that none of you bothered to find out what she wanted. So please don't quote that case to me. Tell me, answer my question right now. Shama Mohammed, no, Anila Singh. Either answer my question, who gets to decide? Do Hindu groups get to decide what the plot and conspiracy is, or do the governments decide?
Neither Hindu groups nor Muslim conspirators.
Now,
nobody has got right. Nobody has got right. But the character of Congress came out when they did not allow.
I need to speak now.
When they did not allow triple talaq bill passed in.
Shama, I'll come to you. Shama Mohammed, I will come to you. Shama Mohammed, I will come to you. Just hold on. Let her finish. I will come to you. Both of you can make your points. Anila Singh, finish your point, please.
Tanvi, this is what I am saying, that the character of Congress came out again in Rajya Sabha when they didn't allow anti-triple talaq bill to pass. So this shows that how much they care about women, whether they are Muslim or Hindu. They simply do the politics of appeasement, politics of divide and rule, everywhere politics. They have gutted India into the fire of politics. Now Bharatiya Janata Party, like our mission and vision is very clear, very clear. We do not beat around the bush like Congress Party. Okay. And as I said earlier, as a woman sitting on this panel, I am standing with the women. And they should get all the liberty, and they should progress well in their life. And nobody has got right to dictate terms on them.
Unfortunately, people that you are still sitting here and supporting in those groups are doing that. Nobody is asking the women what they want and where they stand on these issues. Shama Mohammed, the owners in the state of Karnataka, the owners in the state of Punjab, lies on your party. Before you point fingers towards Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, tell us how many of these people have been arrested and what's the action plan against these so-called anti-love jihad task force?
Yeah, so I just want to rebut 2-3 points which she said. She mentioned that in Kerala there are these educated boys getting into ISIS. I'm totally against it. They should not get into it. If they are getting into it, we have to investigate and not let them get into it. This is the viewpoint of the Congress party. But she says educated people. Then I also want to point out that Maya Kodnani is a gynecologist. Let's not forget that. Praveen Togadia is another doctor who heads the VHP. So educated people get into different things, and that is what is worrying, and we should look into all educated people getting into all different parties, which are the fringe or whatever you call it. Number two, what Anila Singh keeps saying is the Congress party is getting us backward. Before 2014, people could watch what they wanted. People could eat what they wanted. People could dress the way they wanted. But now in almost all the states, there are diktats. Women cannot meet men. UP is, the UP chief minister is going around campaigning in other states. But what is happening in his cases against him has been taken away. I mean, there are no cases now against him. All of them are closed.
Again,
he has 10 IPC sections against him. Is this the way we go forward? Of course, you are pointing fingers. I have to tell what's happening.
Shama, you are not
your
updated.
What is
You are not
happening in
updated
Rajasthan?
about Uttar
Karni Sena
Pradesh.
has given a free run. Karni Sena has given a free run. That's not updated. Pehlu Khan's killers are roaming free. He has told who the killers are, but they are let loose. So where is justice in the states ruled by the Bharatiya? In our states in Karnataka and Punjab, we are going to uphold all the girls, the women have to be free. We will be taking care of India's daughters. And let me tell you, the Nirbhaya Fund, which is lying with the central government, she talks about women and protection of women. More than 1,000 crores in the hands of the central government. What are they doing with the Nirbhaya funds?
Okay, if you are done rebutting her, can you answer my question?
Every other day.
If you are done rebutting her, can you answer my question?
Against triple talaq.
If you are
triple talaq, I'm against instant triple talaq. But we were just saying certain things in that bill was not right. Please put it right. And then, of course, what about the maintenance?
If you are done with that, can you now answer my question? I'm running out of time, Shama. If you're done pointing fingers, can you answer my question? How many of these fringe goons, how many of these moral gundas, as the SP of one of the regions of your own state calls him, have been arrested? What is the crackdown against this anti-love jihad task force?
There is no, basically the love jihad task force is mainly in UP. In Karnataka state and in Kerala, whoever causes these sort of things, there is no love jihad. And if these goons are going around like this, they will be behind bars. I'm telling you it on live TV today. Karnataka government will not let their daughters be threatened and terrorized by goons, and they all will be behind bars. We have taken strict action. The person who is Gauri Lankesh will be investigated. What about Dabholkar?
Come on.
What happened to those murders in Maharashtra and
Kalburgi?
What is happening?
So you are sitting here and you are saying that anybody doing anything against women in Karnataka, they will be behind the bars. And time and again, Karnataka Congress has proved that they have failed in governance. They have failed in governance. And as you said, that before 2014, everybody was free to eat whatever they wanted. They were free to wear whatever they wanted.
Tell me what's happening in Rajasthan.
And you missed by saying that everybody was free
what
to
is
do
happening
corruption.
in Manohar Lal
So
Haryana?
now
What is
the government
happening in
is so strong.
There is no rule of
economy
law.
is so
Complete
strong.
collapse of law and order in Haryana, Rajasthan.
Neither of you are answering any questions. This is a platform. Can I just remind both of you, this is a platform where the voter needs to understand and get their questions answered. Neither of you are answering questions. You're only asking questions to each other. Yes, Shama Mohammed. All right, so I will come back to you a week later. Hopefully you will have arrested some more of these goons. The other question that I asked was if this is what is going to be the focus as far as the elections are concerned. Yogi Adityanath visited the state recently. He raised the issue of Hindutva being a way of life and how Siddaramaiah doesn't understand it because, well, he allows people to eat beef in his country. Anila Singh, is that going to be the focus in the coming months? We've already seen how there was a strike because Karnataka traders said we will not sell or we will not send the beef to Goa because we are being attacked by the Fringe.
See,
so according, what is Mr. Manohar Parrikar doing then? in
No,
Goa?
see, Yogi Adityanath ji is the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. Like in Uttar Pradesh, it is banned on eating cow beef. And as a Hindu, we all know that cow beef is not allowed to eat in our religion and in our culture. So this is what, because medically also it has been proven, like milk is very good of cow, but meat is very bad for the health. So
Somehow the
if
culture
Yogi
doesn't get
Adityanath ji,
translated. Is this a party culture or is this a religious culture or Indian culture?
no, it is not the party culture. You can't say that it is Bharatiya Janata Party's culture.
I'm just asking, you said culture, but
Yes,
that
we
obviously
believe in
differs
Hinduism.
from state to
Yes,
state. In some states it is, in the
we
other
believe
states
in
it's not.
Hinduism.
I'm completely out of time. I just wanted to point out what Yogi Adityanath has said,
This is our
because
culture. This is
between
Bharatiya Janata
what
Party's
is
culture.
happening in the state of Karnataka today, between the lack of action there, and between what the leaders are already saying in their campaigns, it looks like polarizing will only intensify from here. All I want our netas to understand is, these are human lives you're talking about. People should be allowed to talk to whoever they want, be friends with whoever they want. It is their choice. You, with your diktats about religion, cannot force yourself into somebody's house and tell them how to lead their life. A girl's life has been lost, and here you are sitting and still talking about the concept of love jihad. There is only one concept here, love ke dushman, and we must fight those dushman back. Thank you so much for joining us on The Last Word tonight. I thank both our panelists for taking the time out.